Hello everybody, welcome back. So it is Monday the 3rd, February 3rd. It is 2 o'clock and I have just left school, and today was a good day. I had small group communication this morning, and then I just got out of clinic and we did probing and perio charting and a little bit of dental charting today. And I did my probing skill evaluation today and I got 100%, so I'm so excited about that because probing can be kind of challenging. I've gotten a lot better at it. It is definitely something that I thought was really hard in the beginning, and now I feel really good about it. I still need to practice on my indirect vision. Like when you're doing the back sides of the teeth, you have to use your mirror and use indirect vision instead of direct vision, and I'm good at it in the anteriors, so like your front teeth, but when you get way back there, using indirect vision is a little bit challenging for me, and that's of course where I happen to be probing when she came over and she's like, oh yeah, go ahead and just do that. You can do your skill eval where you're working at right now, which was like literally the hardest place. But I did well and I got 100%, so I'm feeling really good. It was a nice little confident booster. I just have one more skill eval left for this term, and that's the exploring skill eval, and I'm going to attempt that on Wednesday. And I feel like pretty good about it. I'm gonna practice on my typodont, which is my fake mouth today. I have it set up already. But yeah, I'm just gonna go grab some food and eat something because I do have clinic advising at 3:40, so like a little over an hour and a half. So yeah, once a term we meet with our clinic lead and just like go over our goals, and if we're struggling with anything in clinic, and should make sure that we're getting our skill evaluations done, because I know some programs, I think most other programs actually, like everyone does the same skill eval like on a certain day. So it'll be like, okay, today February 3rd, everyone's gonna do their probing skill evaluation just like any other exam. But I like our program because it's a little different. Like, we go into the term knowing what skill evaluations that we have to get done, and we have up until week 7 to get all of them done, and you just have to make sure you get them all done before then. You definitely don't want to procrastinate and put them all off, because then you won't have time to get them all done for week 7, and you can do them past week 7, you just get like docked points. So you definitely want to get them done before week 7. Feeling good. It's week 5 and I just have one more, so it's going good. But I have to go home and study. I'm so stressed. I have 2 quizzes tomorrow, plus I have this report due. We have like goals we do every term, and we have to say how they're going because it's halfway through the terms. I have to write a report on that. So I have lots of things to do. Oh my god, it's so cold. I just had my clinic advising, and she said she's not worried about me at all, and everything's going really well, and I only have one skill eval left, so I'm feeling good. She talked to me about like what next term's gonna look like, actually seeing real patients, and that's literally insane to me. I cannot believe it, but I am so excited. Okay, it is Tuesday now, and it's about 5 o'clock. I got home couple hours ago. I've been sitting on my couch watching Cold Case Files on Netflix instead of doing anything productive. I had 2 quizzes today. They both went pretty well. One in prevention and one in pathology. I came home. I have a draft for a paper for a small group due tomorrow, but this one you need like the book to like kind of know what you were writing about, and I didn't buy this book because I felt like it was, I don't know, just not super necessary, but you like need it for this paper, so I don't really know what to do. Thinking about just like Googling stuff and seeing what happens, if I can find any of the terms. I don't know. It's 5 o'clock. It's due tomorrow. Don't know. But, I've bought so many very expensive books, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time in my college career, which I've gone to college for many years now, and this is the first time I've ever skipped out on buying a book, or like renting at least a book, and I kind of feel like a rebel, you know? It says required, and I said, no. So yeah, that's what happened, but now I don't know what I'm doing for my papers, so you win some, you lose some. So yeah, I'll probably just BS it. It's not graded anyways because it's a draft. So whatever. And then tomorrow I have that class when that paper is due. I have clinic, and I'm gonna attempt my exploring skill eval tomorrow, which is my last skill eval. And so far this term I've gotten 100% on all of them, and I don't know how. Bless. So hopefully I can, you know, do the same thing with the last one, and if not, I'm not gonna be upset because I've done really well on all the other ones. But I also have like a harder instructor tomorrow, and she kind of scares me. So yeah, like I said, not gonna beat myself up if it doesn't go great. Hi guys, I just wanted to vlog on my way home from school today because I'm feeling really disappointed. It is Wednesday, February 5th, and my morning started off good. I had small group communication this morning, and then I had clinic, and I took my last skill eval, which was exploring, and I got 100% on it, so I felt really good. I got 100% on all my skill evals for this term, which I'm really proud of myself for that. And I got 2 coachings done today as well. So clinic today went awesome. And then after clinic, I had radiology, and I decided we were practicing full mouth series on our dexters, like our fake heads of x-rays, and my practice run actually was really good. And then I took my you have to declare that you're taking your competency on your dexter beforehand, so I kind of just like take my practice and be like, this looks good, like I want to use this for my competency, like you can't do that. And so it went really well, but we didn't have a super lot of time left, which I think is a big reason why this didn't go great. But we didn't have a lot of time left in class. We probably had like 25 minutes before we were supposed to like clean up, and you are supposed to get an hour, but since my first one went so well, I was like, I just want to take it. And then I was getting really stressed out because of like the time, and everyone was already cleaning up, and I had still had 6 x-rays left to take. So I just felt kind of flustered during it, and I ended up getting a 79 on it or something like that, or like a 78 point something, which is passing, but I'm like really upset about it. And she's really nice, and she knows I'm upset, and she's like, yeah, your practice run was definitely better. I don't know, I feel really upset, like I want to cry. I don't know why. Like I know like a 78.5 like isn't terrible, and we are able to do it 3 times, so like you'd think I just shouldn't be upset about it, but like she doesn't take your best score, she takes your last score. So say I do it again and I like do worse somehow, then that's my score, and let's take it again, and then that's my last chance. So I don't know, it just stresses me out. I was hoping to at least get a B on my first try. So I mean, I know it's not a permanent grade, so I should be okay. I just am like disappointed in myself, like I just didn't do great on it, and I don't know, it's just discouraging. I started out radiology doing really well, like both in class and like in lecture and in clinic or in lab, and I feel like I've gotten worse. Like I don't know why, I just like am not doing great. So, but I wanted to film because, you know, I want to document not just the good parts of hygiene school, or my experience at dental hygiene school. Like, I want to show, you know, my real experience, and I just feel like crap right now, but oh well, I can take it again if I want to next week. I just know a lot of people are going to be wanting to take it next week, and some dexters are better than others, some rooms are better than others, so I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Hi guys, okay, so it's Friday now. I've gotten over my saltiness, I mean, for the most part anyways, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna redo it. I have 2 more tries, so it'll be fine. It's Friday, like I said, and I'm usually not at school, but today I am in the parking lot, and I'm gonna be shadowing my mentor, my junior mentor, because it's an assignment that we have for clinic. So yeah, I'm here to shadow her, and it should be a good time. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. Okay, I'm at home now getting some homework done, but shadowing went really well. It was cool because I got to help a little bit. I mean, not a lot. I was just able to help with section, but I felt involved, so that was cool that she let me help out. And it was cool to see the ultrasonic being used because we haven't started to use them yet. We just had our first lecture on them actually on Thursday. So we start using them next week. We're going to practice on our typodont in clinic first, and then we will use them on each other, and I'm excited. It looks kind of challenging because you have to like use like the high vac along with the ultrasonic, and like it seems like it's pretty heavy. So it might be kind of challenging at first, but I'm just excited to learn something new. And yeah, that's really it. I'm, like I said, doing some homework, watching TV, and some of us are going Monte Carlo bowling later, so that will be fun. And that's it, and I'll be studying over the weekend because we have a bunch of quizzes next week and a presentation, so can't wait. Hey guys, so it has been a little over a week since the last clip that you just saw. That was last Friday, and now it is Sunday morning of the 16th, I believe. So I've had another week of school since that last video, and I decided just to make this video like a 2-week recap, just because this week was like jam-packed. I had lots of quizzes, I had a presentation, I redid my Dexter competency, so it was just like a really busy week, and I knew that I probably wasn't gonna vlog very much. I have my planner just so I can see everything that happened. So on Monday we had clinic, and we just pretty much practiced all the instruments that we've learned this far. It was just so you could see what you need to work on more, like which instruments you don't feel very comfortable with. And so I practiced a lot with our instruments that we learned last term just because we hadn't used them in a while, and I still felt pretty comfortable with them. And then I practiced a lot with the greasy one too, because that was an instrument that we learned this term that I had only used like once before. Yeah, but it went well, and when I had my instructor over there to help me, like when I was practicing, she said everything went really well. So Monday clinic went awesome, and that was really all that happened on Monday. Also, I got Starbucks, and I just pulled my sandwich out the bag. What is this? Like, they didn't even try to like put it all on top. I don't know. So on Tuesday, I had 2 quizzes that day. I had one in seminar and then one in oral pathology, like I do every Tuesday. And somehow I got 100% on both of those, and I don't know how, but go me. And then that morning, our first class, we had presentations. So we were randomly put into groups. I think everyone was in a group of 4. No, I could be wrong. We were a group of 4. I think a lot of other groups had 5, but anyways, randomly broken into groups. Sorry, my dog is playing in the background if you can hear him. And then we were also assigned like an age group. So like we were 4th and 5th grade, and it was like K through like 6 were all the grades, or no, K through like 8th. And so we were 4th and 5th graders, and we had to make a presentation on oral health as if we were like going out to a school and presenting to like whatever our age group was. So we did that and it went well. I think I deleted the pictures that I had of my experiment. We did a plaque experiment. So like there would be water and yeast in 1 cup and like nothing would happen really. And then yeast and water and sugar in another cup, and it would like foam over the cup. It would take a while. So like I set it up before our presentation, just had it like chilling over there, and then brought it out, and like one was like just a brown cup of water pretty much, which is gross, but then the other one was like all foamy, and I was supposed to show like plaque and what happens to the bacteria in your mouth when you feed it sugar essentially. So I think it was a good experiment, and the group right after us was 6th grade and they did the same experiment. Yeah, it went well. I haven't gotten graded on it yet, but I think that went good. I'm really annoyed with myself because we had like a self-evaluation for it due on Friday at 5, and I don't know, we like never have anything due on Fridays. Like it's either due like on a day that we have class, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or like Saturday or Sunday depending on like the class. So like never do we have anything due on Friday, and I didn't do it in advance even though it took like 5 minutes after I realized it was late. But yeah, I didn't remember to do it until Saturday, so I'm obviously getting deducted points for it being late. So I'm annoyed at myself, but it's my own fault. So yeah, it's fine. Okay, then Wednesday was really exciting in clinic because we learned how to use ultrasonics on Wednesday, and it went really well. We practiced on our typodonts, like our fake mouths, on our like clinic chairs. We didn't practice on each other, but we will be doing that tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited. We have 2 different kinds of ultrasonics in our clinic. We have the piezo and the magneto, and different pods. So like our clinic is broken into 4 pods, and 2 pods have magneto, 2 pods have piezo, and then we have portables of both of them as well. So if you're at a piezo chair, you could use a magneto portable if you wanted to, but they're not gonna let us really do that unless we really need a portable, like if the one at our op isn't working, because they want us to leave our program being comfortable with both, because some offices might have both, some offices might just have piezo, some might just have magneto, so you want to be really comfortable using both. So I'm in a chair with piezo, so that's all I learned on Wednesday last week, how to use this piezo. We did get a little demonstration on how to do both and how to set up both, but like I only physically used piezo, and that's what I'll be using on Monday. We're gonna be practicing on each other on Monday, so I'm excited to really use it. Biggest difference between piezo and magneto is piezo, there's only 2 cutting edges, which is the lateral side. So like there's like the face, the back, and like the lateral sides, and on a piezo only the lateral sides are like usable. Those are only cutting sides, whereas the magneto, all 4 sides of the instrument are cutting edges. So it doesn't really matter how you're orienting the instrument, because either way you're using it, it's going to be able to remove calculus. So yeah, that'll be exciting to actually do that on Monday. So then after clinic on Wednesday is when I have my radiology lab. I like was going in not sure or not if I wanted to retake my Dexter competency. We get 3 attempts, but they only take your last attempt, not your best attempt. So you want to be like sure that you are gonna do better if you decide to retake it, because they don't take your best one and they don't average them, it's your last attempt. So I had done my first attempt last week, which I talked about earlier, and it wasn't awesome, and so I went in and like we have one Dexter that's supposedly better than all of the other ones, which of course everyone's fighting over, and one person was starting with it and then someone else wanted to use it after her, and I was like, okay, there's no way that's gonna be able to get to me, and I don't want them to feel rushed because there's like people like lining up to use the same Dexter. So I just decided to practice and get comfortable with the Dexter that I got set up in my room, and then I retook my competency on him, and yeah, I did better, but I didn't do great. I got a B So, I mean, that's good, I guess, in comparison to like the 78 or 9 that I got before, but it's like a low B, so I barely improved. I improved by like 4% or something like that. But I decided that this was going to be the attempt that I decided to keep since I barely improved anyways, and the first time I actually did use the good Dexter. So yeah, I don't know. Like when I started radiology, I was doing super well in it, and I don't really know what happened, but I feel like I've gotten worse like as the term's gone on, and I don't really know why. I think I'm thinking too hard about it, and it's honestly better. Like you definitely have to be aware of what you're doing, but I think it's better not to be so like thinking too much about it, because that's when you like really mess stuff up, I feel like. So yeah, this has been something that I've been struggling with, and everyone pretty much has gotten A's on their competency or like really high B's. So yeah, and of course everyone like shares their grades, which like I do too, and so I'm not like upset that people are all like talking about how well they're doing. Like I'm really happy for everyone that's doing awesome in radiology, but I just like sit there like awkwardly like, because you know I didn't do good, and I know a low B is like okay, but I don't know, it just sucks when you feel like you're the only person that's really struggling. But you know what, everyone's gonna have a different thing in the program that they're gonna struggle with, and it might be something that you don't have any problems with and someone else finds it really hard, and then it might switch and you might be struggling with something that they're not struggling with, and that's just how kind of dental hygiene school goes. I think I've been lucky at how well I've been doing up until this point. So yeah, there's just one thing that not one thing, there's a lot of things I could work on, but this is the biggest thing for me probably to improve on is radiology, and that's okay. So yeah, I've been trying to like tell myself that I don't need to beat myself up for it, but I was definitely really upset, especially after my first attempt, but I decided I'm not going to take a third attempt because I barely improved, and so I feel like that's just where I am. So it's like unlikely that I'm gonna do like much better the third time, I think anyways, and then there's a chance that I could do worse. So I think it's just better for me to take the grade that I have now and just move on. And this is what week is this? We're going into week 7, like tomorrow is the first day of week 7, and week 8 is when I'm doing my human. I'm just hoping that somehow I'll do good on my human competency. I'm doing it on one of my husband's coworkers. She's gonna come in for me. Hopefully she'll be a patient for me next term. So it'll be nice that I'll already have her radiographs done, and so when she comes to my patient, I don't have to take them on her because I'll already have them in the system. So that would be a great. So yeah, some people say that on the human is easier than on the Dexter just because like they actually have a bite force, whereas the Dexter doesn't. You have to like close your mouth for them, and so like the XCPs, which is like what you align the X-ray machine with, like actually go in the right places and stuff. So I've heard that it's easier on the human, so I'm hoping that's true. But yeah, this week I've just been kind of like coping with that, I guess. Like, okay, this is just something that I need to work on. I'm not as great at it as it seems like a lot of other people are, and that's okay. I've done really well on a lot of other things. I got 100% in all my skill evaluations in clinic, which is pretty hard to do, and you know, this competency wasn't the best for me, but I still got a passing grade, you know. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And then on Thursday we had 2 more quizzes, one in prevention and then one in radiology. I think I got a high B in radiology, and then in prevention I got 100% on that one. So yeah, the quizzes went good, which is good. And then like I told you before, I had that late assignment. So yeah, I suck. What can you do? I think I'm getting past the point where last term I was like, oh my god, I want to get a 4.0 in the whole program, which is like a heck of a goal, let me tell you. And I did get a 4.0 last term, so you'd think I'd be like wanting to continue that goal, which I kind of do, but then at the same time it's like my stress could be so much lower if I didn't worry so much about getting A's in every class. Like radiology, I could get a B in it. There's a really good chance that I could get a B in radiology, and I don't want to be disappointed in myself for getting a B, which is still a good grade. So I'm trying to like relax as long as I get through the program. That's really all that matters. Someone that gets all A's in the whole program and someone that doesn't but still passes all their classes, they're both going to be registered dental hygienists at the end. So yeah, it really doesn't matter at all. So yeah, I've got some homework to do. I did a lot of it before the weekend, except for that one assignment, which I'm peeved about. And then tonight at midnight, I'm going to wait till midnight because that's the start of registration for spring. So I'll be doing that. And really that's all that happened. This weekend was like just a chill weekend by myself. My husband is up in Portland because he's the leadership advisor or student council advisor at his school, and the OASC, I think that's what it's called, thing. I don't know what I'm saying. There's some kind of like student council camp thing, and he's there as like a leader for it or something. And like everyone in my program is like out of town this weekend, so it was just me and my dog all weekend. I was watching How to Get Away with Murder. Also Tuesday was a fun day because a group of us from the program met up and studied and drank wine, and it was a really good time for our radiology quiz. And then we went to Baskin Robbins and got ice cream after. So yeah, always make sure to have some fun while you're in a program like this. It's very important. But yeah, that's it. I will make sure to do better vlogging next week. Next week is a much more chill week. I don't think we have any quizzes next week. I could be wrong. I know I have a paper due. Well, we have our pathology quiz, but we have that every Tuesday, and that looks like that's the only quiz. So I'm excited for a more chill week, and I'll see you guys next time.